your block off. I ain't karate kidding. Bruce Lee, giving you double vision, no fear, no mercy, gloves off. Try and hurt me, you can't hurt me, you can't hurt me, you can't hurt me. Sweep the leg! Your block off. I ain't karate kidding. Bruce Lee, giving you double vision, no fear, no mercy, gloves off. Try and hurt me, you can't hurt me, you can't hurt me, you can't hurt me.
Sweep the leg! Good morning, everyone. I hope you are enjoying your Saturday morning. It's good to see everybody here. I say that because I know I'm late. I'm like 15 minutes late, but it is what it is. It's Saturday mornings for you. Sometimes you got to take care of stuff, and you're at the whims of your auto repair people and such for oil changes, tire rotations, cabinet filters, which they don't have, so then they got to order, and then all that fun stuff. And then, of course, my touch of the TISM kicked in, and I have to clean my car now, so it's like, okay, we're going to get that done, and I thought I had more time, but then I can't just, do shit. I have to, clean, and it's like, okay. I went through a drive-through, because, I don't normally do a drive-through drive-through car wash thing. But then I did it, and then I'm like, fuck, this is not clean. Let me work on this, and let me clean these windows, and let me clean these mirrors, and let me wipe down the interior. And, the next thing I know, it's like, oh, okay, here we go. So, so anyway, and it was late night last night, football game, about 2 hours away in Royce City, which is on the other side of the Metroplex. So it's like 30 minutes. And then, of course, there's construction over there from Dallas all the way to there. So, yeah, that's fun. It's awesome. But it was a good time. Got to hang with my girlfriend's kiddo. Got them there and got them back. And it was fun. And we had fun. Late Night Sonic hits really good. I'm just saying, it's, well, for me, late, at 10:30. And got the buffalo bites, which were really good. Some mozzarella sticks, and then I got their master shake, which was the Oreo and peanut butter, and that hit really good. So when you're driving down the road, and I had an energy drink right before we left, so I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be able to make it home and be good. So yeah, it's a good day. It's a good day. Good start. Good evening. Got some sleep, and then after it today. So cool. Anywho, that's kind of what's been going on with me lately. I have one viewer. Yay! They made it. I know. Sorry for being late. I spent the past 4 minutes explaining why I was late. Look, so Chris, I can't tell if you're being facetious or not. That I watched it too. I love Tama Tonga. I think I've said this before. I'm a Tama Tonga fan. I've always liked him for a very long time. New Japan, Ring of Honor. I think I first saw him in Tongaloa when it was. I just happened to catch the end of a Ring of Honor show a while back, and it was him and Tongaloa, and then the Young Bucks, and I forget who else. They were all just destroying the set, and they were super kicking everybody, announcers, ring crew, everything like that. And to me, Tama Tonga has always been that guy, that personality that stands out. And so I've always liked him. So if you're being facetious, I can't tell, because I do like him. And I'm not a huge fan of the yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So you said, no, man, I love everything about him, as someone who's not familiar with his previous work. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I'm a huge Tama Tonga fan, Chris. He's my dude. I like him a lot. So I would definitely say he is, my guy. that's me, you know. Um, so he's good stuff. He's good stuff. So I'm trying to see since Jimmy's not here yet. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you. Just talking a little Tama Tonga Tonga while I was late. All that fun stuff. And everything along those lines. Let's see. Edit audio avatar? I don't know what that is. Solo layout. Group layout. Okay. I'm just having fun with the settings and playing around with it again. So, look, yeah, and that's what I've always liked about him, Chris. His selling is spot on, his moves are crisp, and his promo blew me away for what it was. Yeah, like he's always been strong on the mic. He's an incredible worker. Timing is so solid. He knows how to sell as well as just do things in the ring. So here we go. Yeah. Zane. I don't know if you were intending for me to do the Dak Prescott. Here we go, but that's what it made me think of. So Zane, good to see you. That's the thing, Aaron. I think Solo was the matching piece beforehand, right? And now, because now there are people who are levels above him as far as violence and things along those lines. So and so that's on the thing. Yeah. So let's talk a little news. Yeah, I saw this. First, let's talk this, Chris, since you did this. Miro on the wall. Has anyone seen this guy? But here's the thing, right? So much of Miro is Miro's fault. Let's be honest. Miro had the opportunity to lean into the Bulgarian and Russian thing. I think Ben commented on this, and I agree with him. I think it's like he can't get out of his own way, right? I think him and Lana are done, right? Being married and stuff like that. Like I think they've officially filed for divorce. It turns out he's very whatever. When given the opportunity to do stuff, he did great, but like he can't get out of his own way. He thinks he's bigger than he is. Like he's a big star. Hey, in the morning, Cold Blooded. Sorry, I missed you there. He thinks he's a big star, and I mean he is, but he gets in his own way. He's not willing to yes and be. He's just whatever. And he killed himself in WWE, and then in AEW, it's just like whatever. I feel like Miro is Miro's problem. Miro is Miro's problem. I mean, that was when so when Cody said only 7 cars because Jimmy T was supposed to be driving the 8th, but his flight to Georgia was delayed. Yeah. Jimmy is going to be a little bit delayed. I kind of told him late that I was running behind, and so I don't think he was prepared for that. So he's doing some things. So I think Miro, to answer your question, Chris, I think Miro is Miro's biggest problem. He's the one that kind of killed his own thing. So I think the other thing I find interesting this week, I love business of the business. There's been no his operating system is updating, Zane. Yeah. There's been no release on when AEW's deal is going to happen. There's been talk of 3 years, maybe 4. Some reliable sources have leaked some things, but nothing has been said in general. And it's, I think, 170 for 3 with an option for a 4th. But that's for all their shows, right? That's for everything. That's not just for Collision or Dynamite or whatever. That's for all the shows. So it makes you wonder, like, oh, okay. And then we don't know the details of the deal, but some things have been leaked out. I just find it interesting that we have that where, okay, cool. But yet USA is running, hey, we have all the WWE news. I think October 1st is CW's first airing of NXT. And then on top of that, it was announced that after January 25th, SmackDown was going to 3 hours on USA. And I know Jimmy had mentioned it, and I was like, I hadn't seen anything of it, but it was officially announced this week. So here we have WWE just boom, 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 boom. It feels like at this point, when you watch a fight and a fighter is just pummeling a lesser than opponent, and you're just like, throw in the towel. Like news-wise and programming-wise and like just business-wise, it feels like that's what's happening with WWE. They're just like, bagow. And, there's nothing that they can do about it. And that's the wild part, that's what I think. It's just weird, right? It's just weird. So, I don't know. I feel like, that, it's just, to me, how do I want to say this? Like, AEW is good for wrestling, right? Just like having TNA and their partnership with NXT, we're seeing that develop in MLW and some of the things that are happening there. Like, having more wrestling is good, but like at this point, it feels like AEW is that entity that's like, it's like I feel like it's the bad wheel on the cart, right? MLW doing pretty good. I know they had the whole Zilla Fatu thing that he's no longer with GCW, which is an MLW, but makes me wonder what happened. And they're parting ways, and to an incident that we hope to avoid. They laid a real like, whoa, what's that? Kind of thing. What happened? So makes you go, ooh. Yeah, I saw that, Aaron. TNA sold more tickets than AEW. It's pretty bad, but it also goes to show you what TNA's partnership with NXT does. And let's be honest, Aaron, TNA's been solid. They've been more solid and more consistent with their programming than AEW. I mean, yeah, we got dream matches, but like the story that we tell to get there, right? That's important. Like, okay, it's cool to have a dream match, but let's build. Let's do the things right. Let's make it worthwhile. What has been said over and over again, character and story get your company over. And that's always the case. It's always the case. Character and story get your company over. Like, dream matches are cool. I think there was an incident with Will Ospreay and Ricochet in the backstage this week on AEW TV. Who knows when it'll happen, or whether they'll hot shotgun it or whatever. Yeah, and I don't agree with you. Like, TNA is great. WWE is better, but like, I feel like if we're going to be honest, if we're going to take storytelling aspects involved with it, I think TNA is your number 2 company, right? WWE's 1, and TNA's 2. Yeah, but hey, Todd, what up, my dude? Comic King, what up? But yeah, TNA is the budget, but I think this NXT thing is just going to pay dividends for them. It's going to add coffers to their budget. It's going to highlight some of their talent, like Hammerstone and some of these other guys, Jordan Grace. And I think that's where this is going to be a great partnership. It's going to be like ECW. I feel like there's going to be some subsidies from WWE to keep it going and to keep some of that talent there. That's, I think, the big thing that's going to make a big difference. So, I think it's interesting right now. The business of the wrestling business is interesting. So no, but if it's dirt sheet shit, I don't follow that. So, um, I do good enough to know news, So, but yeah, and then I think, what is it? Uh, here, Chris said, "You thoughts on Anna Pierce bringing back what Raws were?" Like, I don't watch Raw. I don't keep up with it. I don't like. I try to watch the 10 thingies that WWE puts out after the show. You know, um, and it was like, okay, cool. Like, but I didn't see that. And look, that makes sense. You're going to Netflix. You can do what you want. So sure, why not? Why not have Raw as War? Or, what's that whatever. Oh, no, Todd, I don't really listen to much outside of Black Attack. If I'm honest, I listen to like history podcasts and stuff. I don't listen to a ton of wrestling. I still listen to Eric Bischoff's 83 Weeks because he talks a lot of business and things on there. And that's where I get my news sometimes. And then I still listen to Tony Schiavone, and that's pretty entertaining. Yeah, I saw something about that though, and I don't even know what's going on, so I have no what the dealio is. I don't know. You'd have to come on and tell me the story, Todd. Yeah, I think that's where I saw it. Todd was in the group, but like, I don't know anything about it. I don't know who these guys are. And okay, cool. I don't know. So, oh no, 2 wrestling writers have beef. Exactly, Todd. That's that. Why? I don't know why. It's wrestling, right? It's wrestling and wrestling journalism, which isn't a thing. So, we've got to have stories somehow. And 2 writing wrestling writers having beef and then squashing that beef. Sure, cool. Who cares? Nobody knows who you are. Like, I feel like, did you ever see Scrubs? When Sean comes back for the umpteenth time and he starts talking to JD, and JD's like, "Nobody cares, Sean. Nobody cares." Like, I feel like this is worthy of that, of saying, especially because one of them is named Sean. Nobody cares, Sean. Nobody cares. Really not. It's not newsworthy. What's newsworthy is things like AEW and their ratings and how they have lost 25 to 30% of their ratings from the start and conception of their show being on TV. Yet they may get $170 million for all 3 of their shows. Because Todd, no, they have nothing better to do, and people love drama. People love drama, and it's drama. I don't, and I don't give a shit. I really don't. So if that makes me a bad wrestling fan, oh well. Then I'll just sit here with my He-Man t-shirt and do that. It's not. So, I don't know. But we also have gotten more detail about Saturday night's main event, December 12th of this year. Saturday night's main event, Jesse Ventura will be on commentary. Well, thank you. I try. I try to bring some semblance of sanity to this goofy world of wrestling. But, it's hard. It's hard being the sane wrestling fan. So that's interesting in and of itself. That was also announced this week too, on top of everything else. So AEW, not much to announce. Hey, we got the possibility of maybe possibly doing this. And yeah, right. Yeah, right. There you go. So what can I say? Oh no, right? Oh no. And yeah, Todd, I know you don't. That's why, but like, I appreciate you wanted to bring it up. Like, I know you're like me. We don't give a shit about that kind of stuff. And it's like, why is this here? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Like, it's drama. Nobody likes drama. I know, right? Poor me. Oh, got a hot girlfriend who's really cool and wants to watch more death matches and maybe do some MMA fights and stuff like that. I found out medieval MMA is a thing where you put on like full suits of armor and you go haymaker on each other with weapons and then fists. That sounds fucking cool. I want to watch that. Like, where is that? And if there's a live one in my area, I want to go see it. That sounds cool. Full Metal Night MMA. Let's do it. Who wants to do it? Hobby Media Group, like, team up, find out where one is, and we just all just go, and because it's awesome and badass. And I'll have my girlfriend, and it'll be fun. And I tried to see if GCW is going to be in town, and they're not. And I'm mad about that. So I'm trying to find death matches in the area so I can take my girlfriend because she wants to go watch more wrestling. And so I'm trying to figure out, and like, hell, I'll drive to San Antonio to go watch wrestling, but I think the next one is going to be the weekend. Shit, I got to get housing for our weekend that we're going to be at a convention in San Antonio. And then like that Saturday night, that Sunday night is a death match, like all death match thing. But we've got to come back because I got to work the next day. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I agree. Aaron says, I'm sorry for being blunt. Just let me watch the show. I'm a fan, not a participating part of it. Yeah. Except for when you're on the Smack Attack, but it's the show of the people, by the people, for the people. So, you know. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. So, let's see. What else was there? I feel like there was something else I was going to talk about today. I don't remember. I don't remember. There's something else I felt like that was newsworthy. I talked Zilla. I talked SmackDown. I talked business. Talked other stuff. Talked about Saturday Night's Main Event. Like, that's what makes this channel great, is that we can be blunt and honest, and you know, whatever. You never have to apologize for that. Your opinion is your opinion. If anybody doesn't like it, then go kick rocks. Who cares? It's not a big deal. So that's their problem, not yours. So let me see. What else did I feel like there was something else. All right, help me out, guys. Was there something else this week that happened that I need to comment on that I'm not thinking on the top of my brain? Oh, yeah, that was it. Grand Slams are 5,000 at the moment. Are they? Let's look. AEW Grand Slam 224. Let's see. All right, so we're going to go buy tickets. All right, let's see here. Let's StreamYard this. Let's share. Let's see. Let's share my screen. Okay. This event is using all-in pricing. That means you see the cost of the ticket up front, including fees before taxes. Okay. So. Okay, here we go. Let's look at this. Wednesday, September 25th. Grand Slam Dynamite and Collision. So you're getting all in Arthur Ashe. Let's just say 1. Okay, so I don't. So that's all open. This is all open. But here's my question. Like, are these sold out or are they just not available? Right? So do they have it set up to where this is all that's available and everything over here is not available and sold out? Like, how have they done this? Right? Because Around the Ring is obviously sold out, but like, okay, cool. So like, are these not available because they're obstructed because the stage is going to be here? But you have this and this and this and this. But I mean, these are there. I don't know. But yeah, I've heard that the prices are, the tickets are not going well. All right, let's stop that. Stop it. Okay, according to this one, there's different. So this is 81 tickets, 559, 80, 8, 42, 29, 11. So like there's nothing down here. So that must have been a resale site. Yeah. It's a resale site. So this is according to Ticketmaster itself. Dismiss Rakuten. 100 plus tickets, 78, 92, 90, 50, 50. I mean, look, this is according to Ticketmaster, not third party, whatever. But like, this is the Ticketmaster. We don't know what's what and what's available. I haven't seen it from before. So who knows? Who knows? You know, I don't know. So, yeah, but like I've heard there's only like 5,000 sold. You know, I don't know. It's not a thing where I'm like, oh yay, let's go do that. I mean, you would think that you would be able to fill it every time, but then it has the question like, why are you not doing it? What are you doing to not want to have fans come back? Right? They sold it out first year. Second year, it was mostly full. This year, it's half or less than half full. Like that to me says there's a problem with your company if you can't sell out, especially with wrestling and the fandom that's in that area and the ease to get to Arthur Ashe from what I've heard, because my mom's been to New York and she went to the US Open and she loved it and she thought it's great. And she's like, oh yeah, you can go on, live, be in the city and then you get on a train and just out to Flushing Meadows and there you go. And you're right there. Cool. Like, okay, cool. Like, how is it that you're not? So to me, that says it's an error with the company more than anything else. So, that was, yeah. Is there anything else? Trying to think, was there? No, fixed it. I figured it out. It was default camera. Now Jimmy doesn't have to complain anymore. So I figured it out. Yay! I'm a smart person. Tony Khan is too real to sell out. Too real special. Let's be honest. Yeah, but what causes that? Right? There's no story. Yeah, you throw out these matches to try to fix things, right? But there's no story. Right? There's no build, there's no cohesiveness. You start to do something and then it falls off, and then you do like it's systemic within the system, and it starts from the top. Tony is so wild and all over the place and so paranoid about leaks and everything. And like I think I've told you guys before, I heard from people who do work there and who are tangentially working around there who have said, yeah, we don't know what's going on half the time. We don't find out until a week or two out. And it's like, I think this is what's happening, but we don't know for sure. This is people who I talk to at indie shows and different things, and people that I've known who are in the business. It's just like, it's so not thought out. And then the tribalism, right? Like, if you want to watch it, cool, but like, don't think this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Be honest. That's what we do here with the Smack Attack. There are times where we tell you this show is shit. It is not good. We don't like it. Do better. And it feels like that's a lot of what happens with AEW when you watch it and critique it, but then people be like, oh, you're just a hater. No, I'm just a realist. I like what I like, and this is what I see. I find consistency in storytelling. I don't find consistency in match quality or purpose or reason, and like just letting guys do what they want in the ring, which don't make sense. Like, let's hit each other with 15 super kicks. Okay, so like we've just made the super kick completely useless now. Or hey, let's do 25 Canadian destroyers in this match because that's going to look cool. Where we're stumbling back, we hit the ropes and we hit a Canadian destroyer, and then when the other person stumbles back, comes back and hits a Canadian destroyer, and let's just keep doing that. That'll be fun. No, like sometimes simple is better. Clothesline, punch, hit, clothesline, brainbuster, walkout. What's wrong with that? Or joint manipulation, technical hold, tap out, go. Yeah, right. Zane says the H in HMG is for high standards. I would agree. I would say so. Sonic, what is up, my dude? Sonic in the house, bro. Great profile picture. Right though, Aaron. Can't watch AEW without thinking someone will die in there. What is that, Todd? What's Pure Fusion Collective being an awful name, but no one said anything. I don't even know what that is. Like, I don't know what this is, Todd. Pure Fusion Collective, but it sounds like something you would buy off late night TV, right? Like you're on HSN or whatever those shopping channels are, and it's like, hey, do you remember Fusion back in the day? You're gonna like this Pure Fusion Collective, right? So tune in right now for $29.99. You're gonna get these things for the Pure Fusion Collective. It's gonna be great. Remember those days when the Pure Fusion Collective, is that what it is, Aaron? Stupid name from Raw. Pure. I don't even know what it is. Pure Fusion Collective. Oh. It's because you can't because Scissor Me's already been taken, Todd. That's why they had to go with the Pure Fusion Collective. Scissor Me's already taken. The Scissor Me Sisters is probably going to be cloned or copyrighted. You can't do that. Like you can't call them the Scissor Sisters. That's a better name, but I guarantee you the claim will come after them. So, yeah. So, I don't know. All right. Well, it's been 30 minutes. I've ran long enough. I don't know if I have anything else to contribute at this point, except for, hey, tonight on Collision, or was that last night? When's Collision? Oh, Saturday. Yeah, tonight on Collision, we have Myra May versus Lady Frost. So maybe Lady Frost will get a win and then, challenge for a belt. So I'm cool with that. Let's go. Let's go, Lady Frost. Cool. So let's do that. But let's talk SmackDown, okay? Can we do that? Let's talk SmackDown. So last night's SmackDown, it was 9/20/2024. And it came to us. It came to us from Sacramento, California, in the Golden One Center. And of course, we had Michael Cole and Corey Graves on commentary. Again, still a little clunky. I think they're getting their groove. Yeah. Yeah. Look, Todd, people are just stupid. AEW fans sometimes are the worst. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I think that's something I was going to talk about. Sonic, I agree with you. It feels like they're going for like more sports like presentation on USA specifically. I can't speak on Raw. It feels like, and of course we're doing something new. Look, since SmackDown has come under the Triple H era, they are not afraid to try different things with their presentation. I like it. I do. Um, the Beast Mortos. I like Black Taurus as well, but I think that was a CMLL or AAA conflict, and that name was owned by that company. And so when he severed ties, he couldn't take the name with him. Um, you know, I know, Todd. I know. That's why I'm saying you're good. Don't worry about it. So from my understanding, look, I like Black Taurus, Beast Mortos. I think he's great, but he had to change his look a little bit, and he had to change his name because I think the name and everything was owned by the company and not him. And so when I think he severed ties with Mexico and became like AEW, Ring of Honor, and everything like that exclusive, he had to change his name because of, he was with the other company and now the affiliation with AEW. That's why. So it's still a cool presentation though. Like the fact that he does that with that crazy mask, that full mask, like wild that he wrestles that way. It's whoa. So yeah. And I like that, Lab Rat. I like that they are changing the vision of this thing. So we got SmackDown. We got a video recap of last week's SmackDown. And then, and this was weird, right? So we got this thing. We're like, oh, okay, great, cool. We got this stuff, but it's tonight, Cody Reigns and Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes will face at Georgia Tech. I'm like, you're in Sacramento. Like, I got a little confused at first, and I'm like, okay, so we're getting a taped segment of them meeting. Right? Yeah, I agree. It's cool. But like, they're meeting at Georgia Tech, but it's not live. It's a pre-tape thing. Cool. All right. But we're going to promote that because why not? Let's do that. And then we have the pre-show rivals of the Bloodline, and Jacob attacking security guards before they could put him down. And then again, hey, another great start to the show. I'm going to tell you this right now. Let's just boom, boom, boom. United States Championship match of LA Knight versus Andrade. I am for this. Let's not do the bullshit. Let's not do any of the other stuff. Let's start off hot. 2 weeks in a row, championship matches, starting off hot. Let's do it. LA Knight versus Andrade. Match-wise, this was fine. Call him Black Bull. Yeah. What's up, Lab Rat? Good to see you. Solid match. Like, nothing to go like, oh my God, this was like the best ever. It was solid. I really enjoyed it. We had, and I mean, they got a long time. Bell rings and we go to a commercial break, and then we come back and they're fighting and fighting and fighting. Andrade goes to the top rope and does a moonsault over the ring post onto LA Knight at ringside. That was pretty damn cool. And we have a commercial break, but it's a picture-in-picture commercial break, which we come back from that. So we're back to those things where we do the picture-in-picture, which I don't mind. And it felt like during this picture-in-picture commercial break, they did some things, which is cool. And then we come back and we have more, and we're like more. And Andrade goes for a missile drop kick, but LA Knight moves, and he connects with the BFT for the win. Look, some near falls, some great stuff. I felt like this was a solid match. They put on a good show between each other. I felt the chemistry was pretty good. And LA Knight gets the win. He retains his championship. He's got a cut over his right eye, and they shake hands at the end. Right? Okay, cool. That was nice. Zane, I disagree, Zane. I felt it was solid. I'm not saying it was like, oh, this was amazing. This is a 5-star match or whatever. It was a solid TV United States Championship match that was going to be on SmackDown. It was solid. What's up, Jerome? Good to see you, my dude. What's up, my man? You know, that's what it was. That's what it was. Solid. These two were pretty good. Nothing too egregious or outrageous. I think that the end was nice. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. And of course, you know me. I'm always on board for little talk, more, just getting in ring action stuff. So that was cool. Solid. Way to go. After the match, we got a video where Nia Jax challenged Naomi and Bayley to a tag team match with her and Tiffany. If Naomi and Bayley win, whoever scores the win gets to challenge Jax for the women's championship. If they lose, whoever takes the loss must leave SmackDown. Okay. So then we go to backstage, and Nia Jax listens to Tiffany Stratton talk and looks annoyed. And Stratton says it'll be great to never see Bayley or Naomi's faces on SmackDown again. Jax says if Stratton loses tonight, might be a good idea if she leaves SmackDown. Jax walks off. Coming up, we take a look at the confrontation between the Undisputed Champ Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. We're still pimping that. Then we go to a commercial break. Sacramento. Backstage, we have Andrade is walking when Carmelo Hayes confronts him. Hayes says he hasn't seen a choke like that since the Kings lost to the Lakers. Andrade attacks him, and they get to a massive brawl before WWE officials break it up. Yay! More Andrade versus Carmelo. And that's all I have to say about that. Okay, now we have Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns meet at Georgia Tech. It's a taped promo at Georgia Tech. Where, they talk. I want you to give me a word that I have my back. And I'll give you my word, but just understand this. When I'm all done, I'm taking back what's mine. And it's not yours to take. And Rhodes tells him he's in his way. Rhodes emphasizes, Rhodes says, you're in my way in life. I don't know. Like, I like the way this thing was shot. It was very cinematic. It was pretty to look at and, well put together, but it's a very long talky segment put in a movie format to distract us from, like, hey, look how pretty this is. Okay, cool, great. But it's just, it's a carryover from last week, and we're filming it at Georgia Tech because, and I think there's something to do with Roman went there, and Cody, Georgia, lives in Atlanta. So cool. Let's film it at Georgia Tech, even though we're in Sacramento this week, because let's be honest, Sacramento, there isn't much to do there. So let's make this cinematic and let's make it look cool. But it's to distract us from the fact that if it wasn't for this, it'd be in the ring, which I'm okay with because it allows them to take their time and tell a story and do the things they need to. And they can edit it as needed to, and it can fit the time frame they need to. Okay, cool. It was fine. I don't hate it, but it's a very long talky segment. It was fine. So then we have a backstage segment after this video where Kevin Owens is shown watching, and then Byron walks up to him and says, well, hey, what do you think? And he goes, and walks off. Then we have a commercial break, and we come back, and we see Kevin Owens sitting backstage looking lost in his thoughts, or just, kind of like whatever. So, and apparently this was 2 weeks ago. I felt like this was last week. I don't remember that. But Apollo Crews, we get a video replay of Crews pinning Giovanni in like just seconds. And then we have a match where it's Apollo Crews versus Vinci again. Bell rings and Vinci quickly starts punching away at him. And the referee backs Vinci away from Crews, and Vinci continues to attack Crews before sending him to the corner. Vinci charges and blocks a boot before hitting a clothesline. Vinci punches away at Crews and stomps him, and then Vinci scoops Crews up and slams his legs off the ropes. Vinci repeats that twice before powering him up. Crews slides off and rolls him up for another upset, and Vinci can't believe it. All right, cool. So Vinci gets offense in this week and does basically pretty much 99.9% of the offense this week, but he's so weak that none of that stuff works, and Crews is able to slide off him and get a 1-2-3 roll-up victory. The new the most dangerous move in all of wrestling. Yeah. Cool. I know you did, Zane. They should listen to you all the time. They should. And said Luciano made cinematic work. Yeah. Agree. Yeah. And I like this had that kind of vibe to it, I think, a little bit. And it was good. So yeah, so we get this. Yay, Apollo wins by taking 99% of the damage, and that 1% is just deadly enough to get hit with the most dangerous move of all of wrestling, the roll up. And then after that, I rate Vinci Big Boots Cruz at ringside and, gets him into the ring, and he beats him and does a brain buster, and he stands over him and then slaps him in the head a few times before walking away. Cool. He's a heel. He still got his ass kicked by a roll up after trying to put offense because your offense is so weak that you can't beat a guy. So Byron and Saxon comes up to Kevin again and asks him for another comment on the competition between Roman and Cody. And Owen says he'll talk about it out in the ring. Like, I feel like at this point, Byron or the camera guy should be getting a stunner by annoying Kevin this much. Right? We have a commercial break, and then we have Saturday night's main event coming back to NBC on Saturday, December 14th. Sorry, I said the 12th. 14th is what it is. That'll be fun, especially if they do it like they used to after Saturday Night Live, late night fun stuff. That'll be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing the first show and see what they do. Kevin Owens addresses Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. So Kevin Owens, he comes his way to the ring. Everybody KOs. He talks about, everything. Owen says before he starts talking again, as Kevin's talking before, at one point, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu of the Bloodline interrupt. Tonga tells the crowd to let the right-hand man speak, and Tonga shushes the crowd. Last week, Cody and Roman's embarrassed their tribal chief. That was a mistake. Logan was coming to him at Bad Blood. As for Kevin Owens, Hedwig is coming for him tonight by the orders of the Trill tribal chief, Solus Lakoa. And Owen says, before he starts talking again, because no one ever wanted to hear what he had to say, they can just skip the whole thing and let him punch him in the face. Owen knocks Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa before confronting Fatu. Bloodline quickly triple teams, and then DIY comes out for the save. Owens gets Fatu out of the ring. DIY hits Tama Tonga with a shatter machine. And then out comes Nick Aldis, who is with security, and he says, hey, I don't like this. I keep seeing you guys fighting in the ring. There's 6 of y'all, so let's have a 6-man tag match tonight. So that's going to be the main event. Cool. All right. Fun. Looking forward to it. I like all those guys. Well, I mean, except for DIY. Let's be honest. But I love Tama Tonga. I've said this before. I say it again. We talked about it earlier. Tama Tonga is my dude. I like him. He's good stuff. So I enjoyed seeing the segment and everything that went on. So I'm cool with it. Not a problem at all. So yeah, let's go. After that, we have a backstage segment where Bayley and Naomi are talking about their match. And it's clearly some tension about who was going to pick up the win to become the number 1 contender. And neither wants to leave SmackDown. So Nia Jax makes her way to the ring, and so does Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton. They'll face them next. And so that we have a commercial break. And then we come back. Earlier today, King Callum Walsh extended his perfect record. I didn't know who this was. I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever. Tornado tag team match so it's a tornado tag team match. So you don't have to tag. It's just Chaos and Carnett, which is fun. So we have the WWE Women's Champ Nia Jax and Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi and Bayley. And if Bayley and Naomi is victorious, whoever scores the decision will face Nia Jax for the Women's Championship at Bad Blood. If they lose, the one takes the loss will leave. What if they both tag? Right? I just got to think about this. What if they both are on top of Nia Jax, so they both face Nia? So, or Tiffy. So, it was a match. It was fine. It was long. We had lots of chaos and lots of different things going on. Had a commercial break, picture-in-picture commercial break, and coming back from the commercial break. And then, all these things happened. Naomi and Bayley and Naomi double team Stratton. Naomi looked weird, and then they hit the 1D, which was cool. Shout out to her husband. And Stratton rolls out of the ring, and then Jax hits Bayley with a Samoan drop, and then Naomi rolls up Nia Jax with Bayley, and they both pick up the win. Remember I said that? I mean, great. That was my thought as I was watching before I saw the match. Like, what if they both get the pin? Right? So it's like, oh, did I not call this from the beginning? Cool. And Nia Jax, we get the Nia Jax shocked face. And the number one contender is both because they pinned him. So, and I think there were some sloppy moments. And I feel like, really, honestly, Naomi was the biggest contender of not being crisp in the ring. I feel like she was the one that was like, okay, this is not great. But so hey, Bad Blood, we're maybe getting a triple threat match, and Tiffy maybe be going away. Who knows? So then we have a main event. We have a commercial break. Signs in the crowd. Chelsea's Green is showing taking out garbage, but she can't actually handle the job. Green pretends to beat up Michin as she struggles. Green appears to be attacked by a raccoon and says Michin will pay for this. Listeners are trading for a dumpster match with Michin. This will happen in 2 weeks, and Michael Cole is thrilled about this. So apparently we're getting a dumpster match between Michin and Chelsea Green. Cool. And we find out next week on SmackDown, we have Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. Andrade leads the series 3-2. Great. So we're doing a silent best of 7. Because we know Carmelo's going to win next week, and then we're going to have the Bad Blood. They're going to, or right before Bad Blood, that's going to be the pre-show on SmackDown the day before. We're going to have the culmination of this best of 7 series. So we have the SmackDown General Manager's office with Nick Aldis trying to keep the peace between Naomi and Bayley. They both won. There can be only one. So next week they'll go one-on-one. The winner will get Nia Jax. So we get Bayley and Naomi next week one-on-one with Nia Jax being facing Nia Jax. Kevin Owens enters, and then Bloodline is assaulting DIY. Owens goes to the ramp, and they have a 3-on-1 advantage. They beat him up, and they quickly overwhelm him, and they get him into the ring, and the Street Profits run down to make the save. They brawl with the Bloodline at ringside until Owens wipes everybody out with a senton off the top rope, and then we come back, and it's now Kevin Owens and the Street Profits, better upgrade for sure, versus the Bloodline, which is Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu. Bell rings. Kevin Owens goes after Tonga Loa. This is fun, right? Look, Street Profits in this match way better than DIY. Honestly, wasn't expecting the jump beforehand, and then Street Profits just filling in. And so I'm cool with this. I like that kind of storytelling. That hey, Bloodline thinks that they're running this place and they don't, because then it's like, guess what? You still have us. Cool. So lots of fun stuff. I love the Street Profits. You guys know this. You know that I'm all about the Street Profits and doing what they do. There was that moment where they're going to go, Tonga goes for a superplex. He fights it and then hits a twisting superplex. And I think Corey Graves says Kevin Owens is unsuperplexable, which I like that. So then Owens goes for a stunner on Tama Tonga. He shoves him off, and he fights back and gets another stunner and 1-2. And Tonga Loa pulls Owen out of the ring and sends him to the steps. So the referee calls for the bell, which gets him a DQ. So Kevin Owens and the Street Profits win. Dawkins runs over Loa with a shoulder tackle at ringside. And then Fatu wipes out Dawkins with a crazy suicide dive. And then Ford hits Fatu with a somersault senton and poses on the commentary table. Fatu recovers and takes Ford out before sending Dawkins into the timekeeper's area. Ford tries to fight back, but Fatu cuts him off. Fatu bounces off Owens. And then, mind you, this is all after the match. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa clear the commentary table, set up for a powerbomb through the table, but Owens fights back, and they quickly cut him off. Loa and Fatu are in the ring with Ford. Loa hits a scoop slam. Fatu comes off the top rope with the splash. DIY still recovering from their beating before they come down and make the save, but they're easily taken out by Fatu. Owens sends Loa to the steps, but Fatu cuts him off. They get Owens in the ring, but the Undisputed Champ, Cody Rhodes, comes and hits the ring with a steel chair. Rhodes takes out Loa and Tonga with a chair and gets in the ring with Fatu, and Rhodes attacks Fatu and hits him with the Cody cutter. But before that, Fatu kicks the chair out of Cody's hand. Owens gets to the ring, grabs her chair. Rhodes turns and sees Owens with the chair. The camera angle teases Owens might hit him. Rhodes with the chair. Owens tosses it aside. Rhodes extends his hand. They shake. They embrace. And we never find out how Owens feels about rotating with Roman, but we have that over-the-shoulder shot where it's like, kind of thing. Cool. Great. Awesome. Wonderful. Yay. This show's over. It was fine. It was okay. What did you guys think? Sonic Bloodline just like He-Man villains. Right? He-Man. Swan Stratton Bomb. Yeah. Naomi, the last match with a crappy disaster kick. Damn, Todd, Comic King. It's a dumpster match, which is fitting because they're both straight trash. Look, Misha was fine, but they haven't done the whatever. Yeah, right. Best of 7. Oh, damn. Dumpster diving match. Dude, y'all are coming in with some good stuff right now. What's up, Radio McRadio Face? Good to see you. Nice. So, let's see. Damn, that gets a star. If someone rolls up now, would it be a fruit roll up? Yeah. Todd, you get a star. Vicious, Zane, you get a star. Todd, you get a star for this one. That one. Sonic. Sonic, you get one for the He-Man villains. So we're at a 5-star match. Y'all came in strong here with 5-star matches. With 5-star comments. Well, it wasn't a triple threat. It was a 6-man tag. That was the difference, Sonic. It wasn't a triple threat. It was a 6-man tag. So you are an infinite star, Zane. You are an infinite star. I'm proud of you. You're a good man. So yeah, Sonic. It wasn't a triple threat. It was a 6-man tag, and so there are DQs in that because it's still a tag match. No, they don't. Yeah, but it's all good, man. Like, I understand, like, especially if you didn't watch it. Candace Spaceman in the hizzy. So, all right, everybody, what do you think? What do you got for your rating for this show? It's time to wrap this up. I have things to do today. I have grocery shopping. I have cleaning. I have stuff to do. I have mowing. I got to get stuff done. So, and Jimmy will just miss out. But you can catch him tomorrow on The Wreckage on this channel at 10 a.m. on Sundays with him and the vet, where they go through all the AEW disaster. It's a beautiful disaster, and they sift through the wreckage for you. That's right. Spaceman's here. We got to shut it down. So what do you guys rate this show today? Todd says a C+. Todd says a C+. Yeah. Agreed. And they want to keep people strong, right? You want to keep the Street Profits strong. You want to keep the Bloodline strong. No, man. No, I don't do that. I got to be there. Jerome says C. Cold Blooded says a solid C. You know, Todd says C plus. Zane, what do you got? Sonic, what do you got? What are you rating it? Oh, nice. F for fucking Swerve. Lab Rat says C. Later, Todd. Go, man. And, hey, have a great show today, Todd. I hope it's great. Sonic, C. I think we're all in agreement. I think C is a fair rating for this show. Canada Spaceman says C minus or D, nothing special. Look, I'm going to go C. I'm going to go C because a solid C. Started off great. You know what I mean? I like that. Later, Todd. Have a good show, man. I hope the show you're on goes well. Solid C. You know, I like the hot starts. Those are great. I feel like the camera angles and the things they did tonight were cool. The video segment was fine, especially the more cinematic look to it. The pictures and the replays. The main event for me was okay. The women's match, the long tag women's match, was definitely, that was a low light. That was a low point for me, especially in that match. The Vinci match was dumb. I didn't, and Apollo Crews. Candace Spaceman. Roman Reigns showing the football field where his family buried many bodies. Yeah, okay. If you say so. So it had its ups and downs. The U.S. Championship match was fine. Solid. Maybe probably contender for best match of the night, I would say. But, that's everything, I think. I think that's the way to go for it. So, guys, unless you have anything else, I don't have anything else today except to tell you that, hey, no matter what you're doing, do it well. You guys are all fucking awesome. I'm proud of all of you. Thank you for being here. You guys make this show. Kata, Spaceman, Todd, Lab Rat, Sonic, Jerome, Zane, Cold-Blooded, all you guys make the show worthwhile. Even when I have to do it by myself, it's super, super good. I appreciate it. Chris Winland for being here. Thanks for doing that. Aaron, thanks for being here. I know I King of 2242K. I'm not gonna do that. Thank you for being here as well. I feel like there's somebody I missed that I haven't seen in a while. Lab Rat. I don't know if I got you, Lab Rat. If I did, I got you again. Radio McRadio Face. Thanks for being here. So yeah, everybody, thanks for being here. And just be yourself, okay? And don't be a shit person to people if they have opinions that are different than yours. Listen, if you don't agree, okay, cool, but doesn't give you a right to be a shit person. Your opinion is not better than anybody else's unless it's about wrestling. It's even then it doesn't know. Don't be a shit person. Have your opinions. That's cool. Listen and be that person that says, I'm going to be better. I'm going to listen. I might not agree with you, but I'm going to listen and I'm going to be that thing. I think, at the end of the day, it's important for us to remember that we're on this earth with everyone. We have to share the space with everyone. It doesn't mean we have to like everybody. I'm not asking you to like everybody. I'm just asking you not to be a shit person to people. Use your funky turn signal. And here's another big pet peeve of mine. If you're using a treadmill, don't fucking use the emergency stop to stop your workout. That's like using your emergency brake in your car to come to a stop at the red light. You're going to fuck up your car. You want to break your treadmill? Keep using that emergency stop. Hit the stop button. If you can't hit the stop button on your treadmill, then adjust your workout. Adjust what you're needing to do. Slow down or change your elevation. You shouldn't be using your emergency stop to stop your workout. There's a reason why they do it the way they do it. It's an emergency stop, not a stop for you to do whatever. So, but thank you all for being here. Thank you for being unique. Thank you for having your opinions. Thank you for the laughs. You guys do a great job. Keep being you. Keep being awesome. Keep being the person that you are. I hope you guys have a great week. Hey, don't forget. Also, I should do this. I should do the plugs. Don't forget to listen to Channel Attitude. $5 a month, best wrestling in the business. Of course, you can always follow me at JReasonman. Cool. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here. And go listen to Channel Attitude. There's some great shows on there. Some great people. I never do this justice of all the people that are on there between the vet and Jimmy and Ben and Stevie and Vince and Brandon and all those kind of things. Taking an L on the e-break. Yeah, Jerome. Look, don't pull that emergency stop on the thing. But be yourself. If you need, reach out. Look, I'm not doing my job anymore. I'm doing marketing. I'm helping an audiologist and do the things, but I'm here to talk. I mean, hey, Todd, if you don't mind, I'm going to say this. Todd reached out this week. He wasn't doing super great, and him and I talked, and that's fine. If you need to talk, let's talk. I'm here for you. And I legitimately mean that. I don't mean if you're feeling and you need a vent, you need to talk, you need somebody to bounce ideas off of or do whatever. Let's do that. I'm here for you. I want you guys to be here next week. I want you to listen to Channel Attitude for $5 a month and check out all the old shows and check out what we've got going and see what's going on. Make sure you're following Humming Media Group on Facebook and on YouTube to see all the different shows that go live and pay attention. Make sure you're following Humming Media Group on Spotify to catch some shows that are there and listen to the PWC and check out the stuff that they have going on there. And it's all good. Like, wrestling is a community meant to be a place for fun, frivolity. It's fake fighting that we have a good time. All right. Hey, bring it on, Jerome. Bring it on. I got you. So, I'm here for you. And I mean that. If you need it, if I'm not available, I'll tell you, hey man, can we talk at a certain time? I'll give you that. We'll reach out. We'll do those things, but I'm here for you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. Make sure you're listening to Humming Media Group. Make sure you're checking out everybody on our socials. Make sure you're doing all the different things. Like their stuff. Forward it, post it. Yeah, I'm going to have more marketing stuff about hearing aids and the importance of them and how they can stop dementia and how they can help with all kinds of things and change your life. There's that. So, I think all of y'all are great. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of this great show. Remember, this is the show of the people, by the people, for the people. This is the show about you guys. So thanks you. You are what make the show great. Great. Sweep the leg of that shit hammer. It's okay. So make sure you're out doing your thing. Remember, your opinion is yours. It's fine. It's okay. And if anyone tells you different, fuck off. Tell them I said eat a bag of dicks. And if they have a problem, they know where to find me right here on the internet. And say, hey, so-and-so told me that if my opinion is shitty and I'm shitty to people, then they should eat a bag of dicks. And I'll say, yes, I did. I said that. So, I got you. To all those people who are being shitty humans, eat a bag of dicks and know that we're going to sweep the leg. And so I hope you sweep the leg of the week this week. Have a great week. We're going to see you next time on this channel, 10 a.m. Yeah, we're going to be on time. 10 a.m. We'll see you next week. Thanks for being here, guys. Hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week. Peace out.